guys, here's a new video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Little Cynthia McFadden was a girl. Little Cynthia McFadden lived in a swirl. Little Cynthia McFadden was my friend. She was my friend, oh so many years ago. Cynthia McFadden was a girl and she lived next door to me. She was cool as could be. Little Cynthia McFadden liked to play with me. We had good times, we would go out often. Little Cynthia McFadden was so cool. She was no fool. Little Cynthia McFadden ruled. She was a special girl. Her hair had blonde curls. She was so cute, she looked so sweet, and she dressed really neat. She had a simple style, usually just jeans and a t-shirt. Nothing flashy. She wasn't sassy, she was plain and simple. I think she had dimples, and when she smiled it was like the sun had just come. And I was overcome by a happy feeling. I was happy to be her friend. She would knock on my front door and I wondered what was in store. She would come in to play and she would usually stay all day. And the day went so fast. I hoped our time together would last, but time went so fast and we had a blast playing Roblox together, especially when it was bad weather. Those were great times, those were fun times. I really liked her so much. Being with her was like drinking sweet fruit punch. I wanna tell you more about her. I wanna tell you about who she was. Little Cynthia McFadden was a girl. Little Cynthia McFadden lived in a swirl. Little Cynthia McFadden was my friend. She was my friend, oh so many years ago. Cynthia McFadden was a girl and she lived next door to me. She was cool as could be. Little Cynthia McFadden liked to play with me. We had good times, we would go out often. Little Cynthia McFadden was so cool. She was no fool. Little Cynthia McFadden ruled. She had so much energy. She had a lot of creativity. She would tell me stories. She never bored me. She had a great imagination. She had a clever mind. I wish I could have looked inside to see how her mind worked. She thought of games for us to play, and when she came over to my house to stay, she would help make food for our lunch. I wanted to thank her a bunch. She was good in the kitchen. She knew how to put together good meals, and I could feel the happiness she projected while putting together our food. It was cool, it was fun, like the times we were outside playing under the hot sun, climbing trees, sometimes scraping our knees. If one of us got hurt, the other came over fast, and the pain didn't last. We would help one another and make each other laugh. That's how time would pass. Out in front of my house on the grass, in our little world, in a little swirl of fun. And I forgot when it had begun, and before we knew it, the time was over. Our time together was over, and we said our goodbyes. And we almost wanted to cry. We didn't want to say goodbye. I really remember, really can't forget. Little Cynthia McFadden was a girl. Little Cynthia McFadden lived in a swirl. Little Cynthia McFadden was my friend. She was my friend, oh so many years ago. Cynthia McFadden was a girl and she lived next door to me. She was cool as could be. Little Cynthia McFadden liked to play with me. We had good times, we would go out often. Little Cynthia McFadden was so cool. She was no fool. Little Cynthia McFadden ruled. Then one sad day she moved away, and I didn't know what to say. She moved far away to a distant land. Her dad had got a job overseas, and then there was no one who could please me the way our friendship had. I really felt bad. For a long time I felt sad, and then later I began to forget that sweet little girl. My life moved on, and now it's the emotional pain, it hit me like a hammer. I had a vision in my mind, a vision of that girl, that girl, that girl. Little Cynthia McFadden was a girl. Little Cynthia McFadden lived in a swirl. Little Cynthia McFadden was my friend. She was my friend. Oh, so many years ago. Cynthia McFadden was a girl and she lived next door to me. She was cool as could be. Little Cynthia McFadden liked to play with me. We had good times, we would go out often. Little Cynthia McFadden was so cool. She was no fool. Little Cynthia McFadden ruled. Little Cynthia McFadden ruled. Little Cynthia McFadden ruled. Little Cynthia McFadden
I
ruled.
hope you guys really enjoyed that video.